Welcome back to Small Business Stories. I am Mike Downhour with the Monroe Chamber, Quentin Durr with Louisiana Catalyst.
Hello, Mike.
And with us is Chris Lewis, Coney Island Connection. Man, you always make us smile when we come visit your place.
Yes.
First of all, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
All right, man, talk to us a little bit about, for people, the few people who have never heard of Coney Island Connection, where are you and what are you about?
We are located in West Monroe, 2635 North 7th Street. And
you're opening your Monroe location when?
Hold on. We'll talk about that later. But we're on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road. We are kind of different than the other Coney Islands. We serve more than just chili cheeseburgers and chili cheese dogs. We serve fried pickles. We serve fried green tomatoes, funnel cake fries, roast beef po' boys, hot tamales. You name it, we got it.
I'm hungry already.
We're different. We're different.
And talk to us about something you kind of casually started doing, just mushroomed out, and that is $1 for chili cheese dog, right?
That's correct. The community shows so much support to Coney Island Connection. And I thought about it and I said, what's a way that I can show the community that I really appreciate them? And I said, I'm gonna just do something different and overwhelming. Most restaurants, they do 25% off, 30% off. I said, I'm gonna just knock it out the park. So on Tuesdays from 4 to 7, we do chili dogs for only $1. $1 chili dogs, and it has just took off tremendously.
Right.
Last week we sold over 1,000 chili dogs within 3 hours. And again, it's just a small way to show the community that we appreciate them.
Right. Well, that is a heck of a way. I'm sure the police department's not real thrilled with your traffic situation, right?
Right, because it's lines just everywhere.
I wonder how many ULM Gremlin tech students are driving across the road that one day. You know,
right? It's a great thing.
All right, we know that you do an awful lot with the Monroe Chamber. You are one of our top ambassadors. Right. Talk to us a little bit about why the Monroe Chamber. Why do you feel like you want to jump in with the activities of the Chamber and people like Uncle Roy?
It's simple. It's the energy. It's the energy and the vibe you and Uncle Roy bring to the community. I was sitting back watching you and Uncle Roy before I actually got involved, and I said, I got to get involved.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I got to get involved. His energy and Uncle Roy's energy is it just does something to you. I get chill bumps sitting here talking about it because they do so many great things for the community. And when we at the ribbon cuttings, it's different. It's a different.
It's fun.
Yeah, right. It's not like you're going for business ribbon cutting.
Right.
It's fun. It's just words can't explain how much fun it is. And like I say, they bring so much energy to the city of Monroe, and the chamber is it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. I can't even hardly describe it. It's wonderful, and I love it.
We know it. I mean, Catalyst, that was the first thing. Working with Mike now, but even Roy, over the last year and being on the board and getting asked to be on the board. I live in Ruston.
Okay.
So that tells you I'm over here in Monroe.
Right.
So that I follow the energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so Catalyst, we're over at Benoit Rec Center. We started working with Roy, and just the energy is contagious. And
it is.
It's like it's not hard to get involved when you had that leadership just pushing, and it's always a beautiful day.
It always is a beautiful day, no matter what the weather. It's not about the weather; it's about the attitude.
Right.
And that's one thing I like about Roy the most too. Is that?
And I love it. And so many people in the community have even reached out to me and say, Chris, how did you get involved? Because they want to get involved. They look and say, just like me, I look and see the energy that you and Uncle Roy have, and I say, I got to get involved. And once I get involved, people see me involved and the other ambassadors, and they want to get involved. And next thing you know, guess what? It's just everybody is working together, and it's a great thing.
And great things happen when we all work together.
That's correct. That's correct.
So
I've got a question. My background in obviously small business stores, we're doing this. How did you get started? Where did, because you have a lot of passion, so that tells me that's what your driver was, but why this industry and how did you get into it?
Well, at 16 years old, Scott Sanders, he was the owner of Coney Island Connection. He gave me my first job. And I was working at Coney Island Connection, and I loved it. I've been working in restaurants since I was little. My mother, of course, when we was young, we was, it was tough, and my mother worked in restaurants. So again, as I got older, Scott Sanders gave me an opportunity to work at Coney Island Connection. Well, to fast forward, he got married, and he said he was finna move to Atlanta. He offered it to my mom, who worked for him for 25 years. And she was just like, no, I'm fine. Let me call Christopher. And she called me, and I was just shocked. I was like, are you serious? And he said, my mom said, Scott said, come talk to him. And I went and talked to him, and it's been history ever since. No. And I thank God for it each and every day. And the reason being is because it's actually something I love to do. I love to interact with people. I love it. And every single day, I get to meet a new person.
Right.
And I love it. It's just, when they walk through the door, I just light up.
And you're not just meeting them. They enjoy the product you're putting out there. They love those tamales or the food, whatever it may be. So you're making people happy on top of everything else.
That's correct.
You're building relationships. The food is just the exchange. Yeah, but the relationship was really being held.
And I've met so many great people. So many people that gave me great stories, gave me positive feedback on how to do this and how to do that. It's wonderful. And I have so many people that they come to me and they say, "Well, Chris, your business is doing good because you're in a good location." And I tell them I disagree, because no matter where your location is, if you serve good food and you treat others the way you want to be treated, I can assure you they're coming.
Right.
They're coming. And that's what we try to do. We no matter what, we treat each and every person the way we want to be treated, and we serve them with good quality food. Everything is freshly cooked order. Everything. And I believe that people, they don't mind waiting 2 or 3 minutes for a fresh meal versus, trying to rush something out and it's cold. We're going to take our time. We're going to give it 100%, and we're going to do it right. And I believe that serves a big part of why Coney Island Connection is so successful today.
All right, well, talk about your community work. Talk about any charity work, church work, things like that you're involved in.
Throughout the year, I do several things. Just a couple of them I'll tell you, like the Ronald McDonald House. Each year, we do a Ronald McDonald Drive on Saturday. I believe it's in April. And what we do is on that Saturday, we give 50% of each proceeds from our chili dogs to the Ronald McDonald House. And I wanted to do it local to help my community here local. And I felt like that was one way just to be able to give back and show the community that I do care. Also, once a month, we feed a business. As you know, we feed a business for free. This month, we feed TP Outdoors in West Monroe. Again, it's a small way to show the community that I appreciate them, because like I tell people all the time, it's not the people that travel up and down I-20 East and West. It's not the people that travel down 165 North and South that keep our doors open. Because 9 times out of 10, when they take the exit to get something to eat, they go into a franchise business.
Right.
McDonald's or Popeyes. But it's the community that helps keep our doors open. Right. And it's why I do so much for the community. Another one is, we do breast cancer for the women. Each year, I feed the women for free. Each woman, lady that come in, we feed them for free, just to show them that you're not alone. And again, to let them know that we appreciate them. So that's just some of the small things that I do to let the community know that I am forever thankful and grateful for coming to Coney Island Connection, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that there's hundreds and hundreds of other restaurants they could have picked.
And they chose you.
And they chose me. And that just lights me up. It lights me up.
That sets you apart.
Yeah.
Because you know, as well as I know, there's a lot of businesses that don't act that way.
Right.
You leave and it's like, you tell them thank you, and you're telling them thank you, and they just, you just get a bad vibe, and it's like, man, that's frustrating.
Right, and that's one of the things that Coney Island Connection, my employers know. Each and every person that walk through the door and leave out, we speak to them coming in, and we speak to them coming out, no matter how busy we are. Right. I've even tested my worker sometimes. I have a friend.
Oh, you have a secret shopper.
Yes, I did it about 2 months ago. I said, look, go in. I said, here's $50. I said, if they speak, put it in the tip jar. If they don't put it in the tip jar. And I would test them. And each and every time a person walk through the door or leave, they speak. The restaurant can be slap full, and they speak. And I tell people all the time, you're only good as your team is.
That's good training too.
I have a wonderful team over there.
Yeah, we talk about culture is really what culture is when the boss isn't there.
Right. Right, so, right, and it's why I take care. I take care of the workers. I try to take care of them. Every now and then I may go in and give them a $15 or $20 gift card, like to somewhere, just to let them know that I appreciate them. Right. And on busy days like today, I'm actually in there working with them. Right. When we close at 7, I say no, I get the mop, and I do the hardest job to let them know that I'm not different.
Right.
We all on the same page. We all working together. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, you have taken over a stronger role with our ambassadors now, as far as the executive team and all that. What part does that mean as far as how you're able to serve your community and chamber members with that added responsibility?
I was just pleased when you all asked me to be a part. It's a way that I can meet new people. It's a way that I can market my business and my restaurant, and it's just another way that I can show the people in my community that if I can do it, you can do it. Come join, come be a part, and don't be ashamed. And as an ambassador, I'm just delighted. I love the role that I play to be able to come out and represent the Monroe Chamber of Commerce, definitely with the energy that you and Mr. Roy bring. Who wouldn't be? I'm glad to say that I'm a part of that team.
Right.
And it's a great thing. And like I say, if we continue to go the way we're going, the sky's the limit. I mean, it's wonderful.
Let's go back to your small business. Was there a turning point where if you would not have done this properly, it could have been a bad turn for your business, or something that you did that really, really made the above and beyond difference? You talked about how you treat your customers, but is there anything you could advise anybody else? Don't make these mistakes, or do this, it's always worth it.
Well, the mistakes I would tell people is whatever you do, give it 100%. Whatever you do, give it 100%. I can assure you that if you give it 100%, you will be successful. I've learned that time and time again. Number two, market your business. Market your business. Let people know that you exist. Let people know what product you have. And since I've been a part of the chamber, since I've decided to do a lot of advertisement with Facebook and commercials, my business has tripled. It literally has. People, I didn't even know they was there. Things of that nature. But again, I can assure you that whatever you do is just give it 100%. Give it 100% and market your business, no matter how small it is. Some people think that their business is too small. It's not. It's not. Market it. Let people know you exist, and I guarantee you they're gonna come try you. And if you give it 100%, you'll be successful.
What about in the employee situation? Some people are great employees, others not so much. How do you handle them?
That's very difficult. That's difficult. Last week I had to, let somebody go, and that's one of the hardest things it is to do. But again, you got to protect your business.
Right.
You got to protect your business, and you have to let them know that it's not personal. It's just business. But I can assure you that, again, if you treat the employees the way you want to be treated, and you get in and you get dirty with them and let them know, like I tell each and every last one of my employees when they're hired, I can assure you, I would not ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do myself.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I will not. And I let them know when I go in, I go and I take the trash out. I fill the ice. I cook on the grill, and I do things of that nature. I'm not that type of boss, but you always remember that you're only as good as your team is. And I take care of my employees the way I do, because in the evening time when I go home and watch TV and put my foot up, I can rest knowing that my business is being ran as if I was there. And it's all because I treat them with respect, and I treat them the way I want to be treated.
All right. Well, tell us real quick about Coney Island Connection. Hours, location, how do we reach you? How do we find out more?
Well, Coney Island Connection is on 2635 North 7th Street. That's in West Monroe. That's on the corner of North 7th Arkansas Road. And it's about 1 mile from the West Monroe Police Department. We open Monday through Friday from 10 to 7. And on Saturdays, we open from 10 to 3.
So you do actually get a day off?
We do get a day off. Yeah, those ladies, I thought about it one time, not trying to open on Sundays, and they was just like, and I was like, well, we can get all the church. We got the Christ Church right down the street, and they was just like, no. I was like, okay. But it all works hand in hand, but it's great, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's great, and I thank each and every person for coming to eat with us. It's a wonderful deal.
Well, appreciate you guys, you being on here. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for setting the standard. You know what I mean?
problem.
I think that's important in a business. So lead by example. You're setting the standard. Your employees will follow it. So congratulations on all your success. And I just kind of realized that today is Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
My wife might be going home after 4 o'clock, so we may have to chili cheese.
That's
dog
right.
it.
Hey,
That's right.
they only $1.
That's right.
That's it. They only $1.
No matter what it is, you can do it.
Right. But before we go, I want to let the people know this last thing. It's 3 things in running a business. And if you put God first,
Amen.
if you treat each and every person the way you want to be treated, and you give it 100%, I guarantee you, no matter what business you have, it will be successful. I am a living witness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Amen.
good job.
I concur with that.
Yeah.
All right. Chris Lewis, thank you for being on
No problem.
Small Business Stories. We'll see you guys next time.
Absolutely. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.